Hey there YouTube! So it's been a while, but I was recently inspired to make another video about binders. Binders and Book of Shadows. What do those two have to do in common? Well, I was on Tumblr and somebody I recently started following had asked about binders. She keeps her Book of Shadows in a binder and the binder was beginning to fall apart. So my first thought was use a post binder. But not everyone knows what a post binder is, and not everyone knows how fabulous they are. Trust me. So, I'm going to give you a review. I have my Book of Shadows already put in a 3-ring binder, and I'm going to show you how that looks. And then I'm going to show you the post binder that I just got today. And I'm going to show you how much better putting something like this in a post binder would be as opposed to a 3-ring binder. So let's start with the 3-ring binder. So this is my Book of Shadows, and oh, something fell out. Oh, that's just my pen. The 3-ring binder. I have a hole punch in here that I forgot about. So I'm gonna take it out and close it up. Okay. So one thing I do like about this particular 3-ring binder, this brand, is that it has pockets here and it has a pocket for the front feet. But what I don't like is turning the pages and how unnatural it is, because I'm always afraid of the pages breaking. And I have some ribbons tied in here, and I'll get into that later. And just the fact that, you know, just doing this is a lot, and it's kind of a little stressful for me because I don't want my pages tearing. See, and they're already stuck. So to try to put these back. And the ribbon method I used, because I didn't want to use tabs, definitely does not work in a 3-ring binder. On top of that, getting pages in and out of this, you have to find where you want to put the page in, open it up, take the page, put it in there, and then putting all of this back, you know, so depending on where it is in your book, it's just not good. I don't like it. So, now 3-ring binder I got in the mail. Firstly, you can only order post binders. The post binder I got in the mail. You can only order them online, which is really annoying, because if I had been able to see the one I was ordering, I would not have bought it, but what am I going to do? What I did like is that the 3-ring binder came with these. You can just stick these. Each has 2 colors, red and yellow. This one is the same, into the spine. So theoretically I could probably cut out my triple moon and stick it in here, but I'm not going to put it on the bookshelf. It also came with tabs, which I thought was pretty neat, like free tabs. But it doesn't have a front pocket, and it doesn't have inner pockets. That's the downside to this particular brand. Not all post-ring binders are like that, but I like it. This one does this. When you want to open it, all you have to do is pull this back, and it pops up. This comes out, and it has a male and female part. Stick it in. So in terms of page removal and page altering, you would just take the whole set of pages and lift it out. You can put it to the side. It's not that difficult. Stick the page in and put the whole thing back together. To me, that's a lot easier. Maybe it's not for you, but I like it a lot better. And on top of that, it's more book-like in general. It's more natural to turn pages in a book like this. So I'm going to move Book of Shadows into the post-ring binder and show you how that looks. Now I have my Book of Shadows in the post-ring binder, and I'm using the tabs for now until I can get my ribbons in there. So, differences. First difference is that it is much more like a book and less like a binder. As you can see, turning the pages is easy, much easier, much less stressful. Getting the tabs in here was very simple. All I had to do, I'm going to give you an example with this green one. to do is find where I want to put the tab in the book. So, stick it in here, just like this. It's not in there yet, but it's in between the pages. Pop it open. Lift the whole set of pages right up. Slide the tab in. And this is the male part, so it actually has, the female part has little drops. So I just put them in the drops. And slide them into the female part. Uh-oh. And this one? I missed one. It's okay. The pages are still together. That's it. That's all I have to do. So, if you don't miss the hole, which I did, that's it. And it's much more book-like, much more natural, and much more sturdy. The posts are not going to get warped like rings do. Rings get, you know, they don't meet up, and even the ones that are supposed to be like extra good, but they do have a male and female part, you know, sometimes they'll get all wobbly and they just won't warp. And a lot of people are tempted to grab the rings, which is probably what makes it messed up in the first place. But even so, the rings just can't handle the kind of weight, the kind of usage that these posts can. This is much more sturdy, and I think honestly it can hold more paper. These are both 3-inch binders, and this one seems to have a slightly larger capacity than the 3-ring binder. I could probably add another 20 pages in here, as opposed to 3-ring binder, where if I was adding more pages, those pages would start getting warped. They would just go over the hill and just start getting warped. And I don't like it. I am not partial to this particular brand of post binder. I would not buy this one again, but I have seen ones that do have these front pockets here and inner pockets like this, much like the 3-ring binder. But I'm definitely going to stick with it. Even though it's not exactly what I wanted, it's still a lot better than my 3-ring binder. One thing I forgot to mention, the ribbons. So, in my post-ring binder, I can glue ribbons here, right here. The pages, I don't think they hit it close enough to interfere with the ribbon, but I could definitely glue ribbons here so that I can use the ribbons instead of the tabs as bookmarks. Nope. There's actually plenty of room to glue ribbons in there. You can see it. That was inspired by a Book of Shadows video that I saw. A girl had bought one online, and it came with ribbons. It came with ribbons, which I thought was much nicer than tab bookmarks, or bookmarks. You know, the ribbons that stay in the book, they were very pretty. And, you know, just remember which ribbon goes for which part of your book, right? It works.